the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah!
Oh, that's so much better.
Hey,
When there's
Facebook!
Somebody else singing it with you.
Were you the only one singing yesterday?
I was, but Jake, he had a role in it, though. As the yeah part came, he would just walk by and go, yeah? So
Okay.
I was still doing, it was like, oh, it's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Yeah.
It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Yeah.
That's how it was.
So, okay, hold on. Recap me here. I actually didn't watch yesterday's episode because I was indisposed. And I meant to watch it while I was in the studio, but then I had to do a radio show. So that kind of took precedence over catching up on it.
Well, it was a Cubicle Show minus Bill.
Did he co-host?
Oh, yeah, he co-hosts. He sat right there, and
Okay.
he chimed in and gave some thoughts and some takes. Yeah. So
anyway, we're back. Episode
I'm
80.
Scott.
I'm Bill.
This is
the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Here we go.
All right, I gotta do this one thing. No, we'll save that for later.
Save that for later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll get it going with Kevin Hart. Breaking news. Congratulations to Kevin Hart.
Hey, you know what? This is foreshadowing because, we'll get to that in a bit. Kevin Hart with his newborn baby boy
Was born early this morning.
1:45 a.m. Pacific time, which is wrong. That means 4:45 Eastern time, because that's the only time zone that matters, TMZ. Get it together.
So the little boy's name is Kenzo.
Kenzo Cash Hart.
Now, what does Kenzo mean, you were saying?
Kenzo, now this is Kenzo and Cash with a K. Kenzo is Japanese. That means strong and healthy.
Oh, good.
And according to TMZ, who has their timestamps entirely wrong, the cash means that mom and dad's pockets are strong and healthy.
Kevin's.
That's
I
a
don't
joke,
know
but
about
it's
the
true.
Moms, but Kevin's are.
Well, yeah. Well, let's say, what if he leaves her for another woman and they get divorced? Then I'd say her pockets are going to be strong and
should
healthy.
she start preparing for Kevin to leave her for another woman? Because, I mean, it's kind of what history says.
We're in the early stages of preparation for Kevin Hart to depart for the arms of another woman. That was, okay.
Well, I mean,
bad.
he has that whole reputation, and
Well, right.
Is she going to stay with him? I mean, because he did cheat on her a couple months ago, and obviously she probably just stayed now through the pregnancy. Is she going to probably maybe leave now that the kid is born?
I wouldn't right away, but you never know.
She's still going to get a nice payday.
These are Hollywood relationships. They don't last, especially when one party is cheating. Oh, by the way, this is Kevin's third kid. He's got two with his ex-wife, Tori. So you could take that 3 and turn it into a 3 and say he's about to leave.
And stay.
So,
do you think Kevin should replace Tyrese now? Because Tyrese is starting to go really too far in the Fast and Furious franchise. And, I mean, Tyrese's actions may not be good for actually the Fast and Furious franchise. Because this time around, he really definitely crossed the line. When you put out a video pretending to kidnap somebody, Michael Blackson, the comedian, who made jokes about the whole situation with Tyrese crying on the internet about his daughter and all that. So he put out this video, like a 6-minute long video, which I'm about to post right now, and you can check it out. Well, not the whole 6 minutes. It's just a little cut down, clean version of it for you. So you get to see everything. So he basically takes him, pretends to kidnap him, and puts this video out. Doesn't say it's a joke, doesn't say anything like that. Then allegedly the police show up to his house because they think that he, like, kidnapped somebody. Finds out that it's, like, a joke, and now, like, a day later, he's still, like, playing off it and acting like he's got Michael Blackson kidnapped and that he's, like, not letting him free and all this stuff. Listen, this may be Tyrese's greatest acting gig ever right now. But I don't know if this is really doing good for the movie franchise.
Oh, wow.
Did I just hit you with something?
My mind, I just had a light bulb moment, like a thunderbolt hit my head.
Do I need to hit it?
Not yet. Not just yet, but you will. Okay, so get ready. Here we go. All right. So all of this time, Tyrese has been losing his mind. He's been crying on social media, or he's been crying in videos about his daughter. He's been whining on social media about The Rock. What if all of this was leading up to this moment, right? So I see this video of him tying up Michael Blackson with duct tape and it's like squirting oil on him and all this stuff. And it's weird. It's very weird. And I do agree that I feel like you've sort of crossed the line when you're doing something where the cops have to be called because people aren't sure whether you're joking or not.
Right.
But we know it's a joke. And my question was, well, okay, Michael Blackson made these videos making fun of him crying over his daughter. So my question was Michael Blackson in on it then? Was that the beginning? And he said, hey, Tyrese, I'm going to make this video. And Tyrese was like, yeah, good idea. Let's use this publicity. Okay, that was my original question. But let's take that a step further.
Okay.
What if all of this whining about The Rock, this crying about his daughter, what if it was all a setup, an elaborate, what do they call those?
Ploy?
Yeah, no, there's these kind of games you can play, like viral marketing games.
Okay.
Where you have to go online and find clues. Not like that, but it was all, basically just all a big setup to get people interested in this, what they're doing right now, so that they could establish themselves as a comedy duo in the forefront of the mind of America. And now I think you can hit it.
I don't think that's like a big comedy thing, though, pretend to kidnap somebody. I mean, if that's a big comedy prank, they failed miserably.
I mean, I don't necessarily agree that it should be, but I'm saying maybe Tyrese is not as crazy as we think. Maybe he's not crazy at all. Maybe he's been planning this from the beginning.
I do kind of think it's a big act. I am starting to think it's a big act.
Exactly.
But I think this big act could jeopardize him in the courts with his daughter, and I think that doing a video where you pretend to kidnap somebody isn't going to look good for your movie career. You're only in one franchise left. You were in a couple huge movie franchises, and you're barely holding on to the last one that you're in.
All right, let's take this a step further. So negative. Let's go further. Let's go deeper. What if there is no custody battle? What if his ex-wife is in on this? And what if they set this up as a publicity stunt? Because we already know. Let's look at the facts. We know he's got enough money to pay all his bills, right? We know he's making stuff up about Will Smith giving him money. He doesn't need that money. It's all in his bank account. He's got property worth $1.5 million. He's got $800,000 in the bank. He only has $130,000 worth of outstanding legal fees. Sure, his expenses are exorbitant every month, but he could cover that, and he could make up for it, with the money that he's got in his bank. He's got enough to live for a while. He's not in desperate, dire financial straits, but what he does need...
he'll just rob a bank next.
What if, or he'll pretend. He'll make a video about it.
Rob a bank
What he needs is more work. All he's got right now is Fast and the Furious. All right, so maybe this is a publicity stunt.
There's the appearance.
There it is. Do your job. We're doing our job. We are the Jams Fact Finder team.
We missed
Hashtag Jams Boys.
We missed
all right?
you.
So...
We missed you, and we missed your
Ranting.
Your
his
opinions.
Passion.
First of all, you're not allowed to call yourself the Jams Boys.
We already cleared this. We discussed this earlier.
The Jams Boys were
Hashtag Jams
were other
Boys.
people, and previous program director used to get upset when they called themselves the Jams
Oh,
Boys.
man.
Because he wasn't included.
So anyway, Jams Boys aside.
Wow,
all right.
shots fired big time. Bang, bang, happy holidays.
Let's keep going, though. There's more.
There's more?
Can I ask you guys a question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I derail your conversation real quick?
Absolutely.
So did you guys see Justice League?
I did not. Okay, I was busy over the weekend.
What did you think?
I haven't had a chance to.
I think it was...
I thought it was awesome.
I thought it was great. I don't think that...
No, I saw it too.
I don't think any of the stuff that all the Marvel fanboys out there were saying is right. I think they said a lot of stuff like, oh, why do I care about all these characters that I don't know about? Well, they got to introduce you to these characters.
Yeah, there's
nobody
all
cared
these
about
new movies that are going to be coming soon.
Right, nobody cared about nobody cared about Iron Man like 10 years ago.
That's true.
And then everybody went to the Avengers to see Captain America.
They introduced that people.
Well, like
probably
people
Cyborg,
like Flash
Aquaman.
and Cyborg,
They're
and Aquaman.
kind
They didn't really do that much in the movie to introduce them.
Yeah, but people on the internet are all saying, "Oh, they spent so much time trying to develop their characters."
I don't think so.
But you need to even just a little bit of introduction. You need that to introduce the characters.
Yeah.
How'd you feel, John?
No, I thought it was good.
Do you like superhero movies usually?
I used to watch the Justice League when I was a kid, the cartoon.
So did it live up to?
It was much better.
Yeah.
It was better than Batman versus Superman.
That's what I've
Batman
heard.
vs. Superman was a good movie, though.
Was it? Here we go.
But this was better.
Was
This
it
was
better than Suicide Squad?
Yeah, anything's
Whoa!
better
There's the
than
flame
Suicide
broiled take. Who said that?
Allie.
Allie
What
Reed.
did you say?
Allie, come on down
She just
because
said
I've got a bone to pick with you.
What'd she say?
She said
She said
Suicide
anything's
Squad.
better. Suicide Squad
She
was
doesn't want to be on this show because she's part of Fly 92.3 and she's so bourgeois.
not part of the Riley Radio
Oh,
Empire.
man.
Bourgeois.
They're special.
All right.
The guest
Here
host
she
was from
comes.
Fly,
She's
that's
got cracking open the seltzer for the big
I liked the
throwdown.
trailer better than I liked the movie.
Suicide Squad.
Mhm.
All right. What did you dislike about Suicide
Did you see
Squad?
Justice League?
No, I didn't, so I can't really comment. Everything. Just
Well, that just sums it up right there. Everything. Suicide Squad was one of my favorite movies of 2016.
Why?
My top two:
Why?
Suicide Squad,
Was it
La
the
La Land.
in-depth.
La La
Plot.
Land?
Yeah,
That
I
is a
loved
movie.
La
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 Land.
Land.
La La Land is
Are
a
you
La La Land?
masterpiece.
Oh my God.
I refuse to watch it.
I'm
it's
right there with you,
it's
Sean.
amazing.
That's a great movie.
Are
Wow.
you kidding me?
I am not.
Did you see the movie?
Flame
I
broiled
would
hot
never
take.
sit down and watch La La Land. You
Why?
couldn't pay
That's a
me.
mistake.
Because it's called La La Land.
Exactly.
It's a musical.
And no musicals need to be watched. ever.
Wow.
Except for Grease.
Did you see La La Land? Let us know below.
Okay, Suicide Squad told a cool story. It
Were you
introduced us
forced
to
go
like.
to La La Land with somebody.
No, I wanted to see it. I like musicals, so
What?
I went to go see it. Yeah, and it was beautiful and impactful.
You like musicals?
Did you cry?
really?
I like musicals.
cry?
I did not cry because I'm a big, strong man. I don't do that.
He
But
cries
it-
though every
it
night when he
was
goes to bed.
An emotional. It did.
Because the best summer ever's over.
All right, we're in the midst of the most unforgettable fall ever. Thanks to John Riley for that name. TM.
Unforgettable ball ever. Oh,
Anyway,
man.
Suicide Squad did what they introduced like 6 or 7 new characters, and they did so pretty flawlessly for what we had to work with. It gave us a cool, fun superhero movie that really did not have as many problems as people made it out to be.
I
and
just
that's
got
how much she
confused.
cares. She just walked
No,
away.
I just got confused by it.
By
But is it
what?
because I genuinely enjoy comics and things of that nature, but I don't have the full historical knowledge. Is that maybe why I was confused by it?
Possibly, I didn't have a whole lot of historical knowledge on a lot of the characters in Suicide Squad either, because I'm more of a Marvel
or you fell into
fanboy.
all the Marvel fanboy.
See, I am a Marvel fanboy.
blast.
I didn't keep up nearly as much with DC. I have a cursory knowledge because that's sort of required in order to be the type of person that I like to be, in the comic book geek type thing. But I'm not as well versed in DC. We'll put it that way. So what I was hoping for, basically, to wrap this all up, I was hoping for Justice League to be Suicide Squad with good guys. How much like that is it? Because I still need to see it. I want to see it as soon as I can.
It's great. It's amazing.
Okay.
It's really good
Why do you think people were so critical of it?
because people ride the Marvel wave because they're familiar with the Marvel characters, where most of the DC characters are new to them, and people just pick a side. It's like the Taylor Swift or Katy Perry, Kanye or Taylor. Everybody has to pick a side, Android or iPhone.
So you think all of these critics were non-Marvel fans?
Yeah, and I also have a theory that Marvel pays the critics to
I will
talk
buy
bad
into that.
about DC
I will buy
movies.
into that. That Disney money, they got a lot of it to throw
there's
around.
like, say, about 20 really good critics out there. You give each of them $1,000 to write a negative.
They're not going to do that.
Yeah, they are. Come on.
All right.
$20,000 out their budget. Come on, people. Stay woke. All right. Well,
So-
anyways, who's the highest paid musician of 2017?
Yeah, it's time for another Forbes list of highest paid celebrities in some kind of sub-denomination. They do these lists it's like every 2 weeks they put out a new list of some kind of variety of celebrity. This week, it's the highest paid women in music. Number 1,
Who is number 1?
Beyonce, $105 million in the last year. Number 2 was Adele. She made a sweet $69 million. And number 3, this is the interesting one, Taylor Swift. $44 million in the last year, which
What
is
did she even
impressive.
do this year?
Exactly. She put out her first song in over a year, just in August.
Did she tour?
She played one show, a Super Bowl pre-party, and it wasn't like an arena show.
So, like in February? Right.
Yeah. She did one show in February. She put out a couple of singles, and then obviously her album, but they're not counting that because the numbers from that just came in. So Taylor Swift made $44 million basically by waking up and living her life every day this past year.
Wow. That's insane.
That's
That's a good year.
It is, and I kind of want
I don't even know what to say about that.
Well, okay, let's take the Taylor Swift segment here, and let's move forward with that. So she did have the number 1 debut last week with Reputation. sold 1.24 million copies in its first week, which is the highest sales week of the year. Highest sales week since Adele released 25 in 2015. That sold 3 million copies in its first week. If anybody ever beats that, it's probably going to be Adele.
Or when I release my debut.
Scott.
Don't worry, it's coming.
Scott, okay.
It's
Anyway.
a comedy album.
Oh, okay.
It's a musical comedy album.
Is this a concept? Is it going to be a concept album?
Okay. Can I give it? All right. So here's
Give
one
us
of
a
my
sample.
ideas. Can I give you a little
Yeah,
sample here?
sample.
Okay. Is that I want to do one that plays off of Jay-Z's album, Reasonable Doubt, because it's a great album name, Reasonable Doubt. Then every single one of his songs, whatever the song name is, that's going to be the name of the track.
Of your comedy
Of the
skit?
comedy skit, right?
Sketch.
And then song number 9, right, is on the album Ain't No N-Word, right? So I was figuring I could switch it up and have it be Ain't No 9 and have it be 9 seconds of dead air for track 9. So you go from track 8 to track 9 to track 10, then you're like, oh, what happened to track 9? Then you go back to number 9, but it's not there because there ain't no 9.
Ain't no 9. Wow. Is that your master stroke? Did you just reveal your secret plan to the Cubicle Show? So you heard it here first.
Woo!
Oh, man. All right, yeah, so
Yo,
Kendrick...
Stay ready for it, people. If I can get 20 streams the day it releases, I'll be happy.
It remains to be seen whether Kendrick or Taylor Swift is going to have the most albums sold by the end of the year. She didn't hit the 2 million mark like her people were expecting. So Kendrick got about 2 million albums sold this year. So we'll see. The race is going to be tight towards the end of the year. And speaking of race, I want to just wrap up my theory because I didn't actually finish it.
Okay.
What is at the center of all of this Tyrese drama? Fast and the Furious.
Kevin Hart.
Well, okay. But what if we go even deeper and say the whole reason they push back the movie, the whole reason The Rock is getting his own spinoff is so that they could do a publicity stunt with Tyrese to promote the movies, and Vin Diesel is behind all of this.
We're talking kidnapping.
Vin Diesel kidnapped Michael Blackson for Tyrese.
This isn't that movie. That movie, like, oh, there are skills and I'll kill you.
Taken.
Yeah, it's not Taken. Maybe he's auditioning for the new Taken. Maybe this is the new version
Taken
of the
4
casting couch.
with Tyrese. Taken Tyrese.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Sorry, that's a really involved conspiracy theory, and we got broken up by Justice League talk.
With that being said, what up, Kyle? Also, Kwame. Yeah, they could have definitely went a little deeper in Justice League.
Once
But
I see it, I'm going to have more thoughts. We're
good,
going to
though.
revisit this because I'm going to
It
have
was good.
opinions.
You can't say Thor Ragnarok was good and then say Justice League is bad. That's all.
I tend to gravitate towards agreeing with this. I'm sure I will. I just wish I could say authoritatively whether I did or not.
And with that being said, that's that. Tomorrow will be the last episode of the week
Thanksgiving special.
because there is no show on Thursday,
Because it's Thanksgiving.
We want you to spend time with your family. We love when you tune in, but you should spend time with your family on Thursday just because, it's a family thing to do.
Right.
So Monday through Thursday, except on holidays.
Except on Thanksgiving.
Catch us 10:30 Eastern time.
Because that is the only time zone that matters, TMZ.
Until tomorrow.
I don't care whether you're located in the 30-mile zone, or maybe it's 3-mile zone, which is what TMZ stands for. Eastern time.
1. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just gotta do 1. Boy!